Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. In this lecture we will see what is Scrum and what is Agile. Scrum is basically a type of Agile, so this chapter or this video is more focused on Scrum concepts. If you want to contact me, you can contact me on this WhatsApp number. If you want to register for the full course, you can attend from anywhere in the world. The full course is available in 700 riyals only, that is approximately $190, and with the PMP course we are giving free complimentary Primavera P6 training also. And you can reach us on this number on WhatsApp. If you have attended our training in past in classroom, now you can attend the same online just in 300 riyals, that is a promotion only for our existing students, and if you register only before 20th of February. So what is Agile, what is Scrum? Agile is a broader perspective, and that is an umbrella. Under that umbrella we have many methodologies like Scrum, Extreme Programming, which is called as XP also, Lean, Crystal, Kanban, DSDM, RUP, FTD, and there are many more which are not listed here. So the background of Scrum you will get from this picture here, that this is from Rugby, and in this picture you can see the whole team is trying to focus on the goal only. By hook or by crook they want to score the goal only, and within that you can see, unlike football, like in football that is much strict form of game with so many rules and red card, yellow card, but here it's relatively freestyle game. So the same concept is of Scrum methodology also. So it is relatively less process oriented as compared to our other methodologies. In this single slide you will learn all the important terms of Scrum here. First of all, Scrum is one of the methodologies used under the umbrella of Agile, and within Scrum there is one very important term which is called as sprint. Sprint is like mini releases or mini projects, generally kept 1 to 4 weeks. Mostly it is 2 weeks iterations. So sprint is a release, or sometimes we can combine multiple sprints to release together also. And in that you have 3 roles, 3 types of team members, 5 types of meetings which are also called as ceremonies, and 3 types of artifacts or outcomes. First of all, product owner. Product owner is a person who is representing the customer here, and he is powerful enough to take decisions on the behalf of the customer. He understands the business, he understands the business value of each requirement, he can prioritize the requirements, he can replace the requirements, he can add or remove the requirements. So he is the person who is representing the customer with enough power, and he is available all the time to the team. Then we have Scrum Master. Scrum Master is the replacement of project manager here. But in traditional style you have much powerful project managers who are mostly assigning or delegating the tasks. So here in the Scrum Master is relatively much friendly person or flexible, or he is giving powers to the team to do the work, and he is only helping the team here. So there is a term which is very famous here which is called as servant leadership. So he is basically helping others. So he is a leader in the form of a servant. And we have a team, development team, QA team, design team. All these teams, whatever technical background they need to contribute in the development, they are called as team. So 3 roles: product owner, which is a customer; Scrum Master, which is a project manager replacement here; and the team. Then 5 types of meetings here. Backlog, grooming or refinement. What is called as backlog? The list of pending items given by the customer. So these are the requirements coming from the product owner, and he is entering all these in the backlog. So the backlog meeting, backlog grooming meeting is the meeting to refine the backlog, to increase or remove the requirements from the existing list. So that backlog will keep on increasing or decreasing also. So whatever we deliver, we complete, that will be removed from the backlog. Whatever comes from the customer side, new requirements, they will be added in the product backlog. So occasionally the product owner and the team, they sit together to refine the backlog. So this meeting or ceremony is called as backlog grooming or backlog refinement. Then we have sprint planning. Sprint planning is the meeting in which we review the backlog and we choose items, that which items we will be able to deliver in this sprint depending upon our capacity, or which is called as team velocity. So according to our velocity, how much we can deliver, that is selected from the backlog and they are moved into sprint backlog. Then when we start the sprint, let's say it is for 2 weeks, and every day we meet at a stand-up meeting in which we discuss what we did yesterday, what we will do today, any problems we are facing. So that is the purpose of daily stand-up meeting, and mostly it is for 15 minutes only. Then sprint review. At the end of the sprint, after 2 weeks for example, we present the so far produced items to the product owner. That said, this is what we committed at the beginning of this sprint, and now this is what we have accomplished. So that is presented to the product owner, and product owner, if he is satisfied, he will approve those items individually, otherwise he can reject some of the items also. So the items he will approve will be removed from the product backlog, the items he rejects will be added again in the product backlog and maybe reprioritized in the future sprints. Then there is one more meeting at the end, or maybe after the sprint, which is called as retrospective meeting. Retrospective meeting means we sit together again to see what went wrong, what were the good lessons learned, what were the bad lessons learned, and if anything can be optimized in future, that is decided here. So these are the 5 meetings which are held in Scrum methodology. And 3 outcomes: product backlog, as I told you, it grows also, it shrinks also. It's a one backlog for the whole project. Sprint backlog, that is for each sprint. For example, we have a project for 12 months and every month we do 2 sprints. So that means we will have 24 sprint backlogs. But product backlog will remain 1. And increment delivery, so with every sprint we have a new refined version of the product, so that is called as increment. So these are the 3 artifacts. Within these artifacts, when we are working on the sprints, we have some visual graphs also, diagrams also, boards also, which are called as extended artifacts: burn down chart, burn up charts, definition of done. So these are also useful things in the context of Scrum. Burn down chart or burn up chart is just like a candle. You can see how much is remaining, how much candle is remaining. That is the purpose of burn down chart. So here the work remaining is the key point here. So at any given time we can see how many items are remaining, or we can assign different weightages to each item also, and the cumulative weight we can see, let's say now 350 story points remaining, now 250 story points remaining. So just like that we keep on reducing the pending work, and whenever we have more work from the customer, that will increase again. So that is the concept of burn down chart, and burn up chart is for the accomplished work only. So that is just direction is reversed here, but concept is same. Definition of done is just like your scope statement, acceptance criteria for the deliverables. Similarly here also, as a team we agree on these things, that when we say this thing is done, so that will be the criteria to consider it as accepted. So we define different points, checklist for the deliverables or the milestones, and that is called as definition of done. Flow of Scrum, once again that is a revision of the same concept. The team is here, Scrum Master and the product owner. So these 3 are the roles of the Scrum. Then what we have in the beginning, we have a product backlog, which is an ongoing list of items for the whole project. At the beginning of every sprint we do the sprint planning. We move some items from the product backlog to the sprint backlog, and Then we start working on that sprint. Every day we meet, daily stand-up or daily scrum, and somewhere whenever required we can call for a meeting which is called as backlog grooming or backlog refinement, to groom the or refine the or review the list of pending items, product backlog. Once the sprint is done, we conduct sprint review meeting, which is in front of the product owner. We present whatever is done to the product owner, and when he accepts it, or some items he can reject also, that is called as increment, and that is delivered. And sometimes we pool up, we combine multiple sprints, and then we release it together also. So one release could be multiple sprints increments also. Then sprint retrospective meeting. Here we sit together, and the purpose is to find out the lessons learned, any bad mistakes, or any good things we tried and they worked, so we want to keep them in the future, so we can enhance the processes or our methodology. So this is the flow of Scrum here. So in Scrum roles, once again 3 roles: Scrum Master, Product Owner, Scrum Team. What exactly is their relationship? So you can see Product Owner and Scrum Master, they are related with each other in form of planning. Product Owner and Team, they are related to each other for the clarifications. And Scrum Team and Scrum Master, they are together for the progress. So this is the interaction, these 3 roles. If you like this video introduction of Scrum and you want to learn more, please contact us on WhatsApp. If you want to register for the full course, we have very special offer, 700 riyals, only $190. You can register for the full PMP plus additional complimentary Primavera P6 course also. And if by chance you are our old student, classroom student, you can register for the full course just in 300 riyals. You can contact us on this WhatsApp number. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.